I think being here is an example of what that is. And that is what Fred is having behind himself, these villas in Kisumu, to be able to basically show what Swedish design is about and what you can do with the combination of African demand, because African demand for a villa is totally different than a Swedish demand. Here you will have a lot more toilets than you have in Sweden, I can tell you that. But the combination of these two things is something special. But Fred, I think you will tell us a bit more about that, so I leave the floor to you. And once again, welcome.
Before I go into the project as such, I can say it's a great moment for all of us who have been involved in this. We have been planning this for about 2 years, and I personally have invested here about more than $1 billion shillings in Kenya so far, with my resort, my hospital, my clinic there with 32,000 patients. And why Kenya? I fell in love with Kenya 12 years ago. And I think the reason is very simple. Our roots, I read all the books, all our roots come from Kenya. So those who say that they are not Kenyans, they are lying. Okay. So I would like to say that this is a great moment, and we have looked forward to this. I will come to the project as such, but this is a great moment for us, and to have you all here feels great. In an environment that you are close to nature, you see the absolutely stunning view, and no skyscrapers, nothing. Okay, so on this plot we will also have built here a common clubhouse. This is something unique. And Björn, who said we should compare this with other cities in the world that are stunning, it's Vancouver, it's Bergen, it's Oslo, that the best quality houses are on the slope where you see. And I also have been informed, I have not been in the night there, but I know many who have been and say there are no mosquitoes. And I don't give a guarantee, but I believe, that those who have been there tells the truth, and I heard it from so many. So this is a picture of the house called Stockholm. We have two houses, Stockholm, and we have Gothenburg. The difference between those houses is that a bit the size, but otherwise they look very much the same. This one has about 7,000 square feet of built-up area, including the terraces that we come to, and the smaller one has 600, roughly. And this is an example how it could look, looking there. And down there you see the airport, and we feel that, I thought maybe that's very close, it's 3-4 kilometers, but it doesn't disturb at all, because I have checked that many times. I thought airplanes, and I think there are about 9 incoming and 9 outgoing planes a day. And this is then a stunning view, of course, from one of the bedrooms, and you have a big terrace outside. All the materials we are using are top quality, solid. You will get the brochures, you will get more specifications, but I don't want to go into that now. Now comes a big uniqueness. First of all, you have outside the bedrooms and the family room a huge terrace there where you can be there, sit in the evenings. But the most exciting thing I think is our roof terrace. That roof terrace is 180 square meters. How much is it? About over 2,000 square feet. There you can have your yamachoma, and those who want the big jacuzzi, you can sit there with all your friends, guests, family members, or whatever, and have your wonderful evening and the beautiful sky over, and see the light from Kisumu. Looks really nice. Okay. So this is an example of the plan. You will get it, or I won't go into details, but there's a lot of space in every room, and the materials are top quality. So we don't want anything else but the best, because we want to be for a long time in Kenya, until I die, at least. And we don't want to have a reputation of that something is of a low quality, this doesn't function, or this doesn't function. And since it's gated, we believe that security, and we have a neighbor who is very concerned about having a high security also. I think so. So we feel extremely safe in your hands.
The lake, which is supposed to bring beauty, is actually bringing us disease and every other thing. And so when we start seeing investments that are coming, and we can see, like what you have seen here, going to change the face of Kisumu, we welcome it. Because I know Scandinavians are very thorough. And if they come down there, they're going to do a good job. And we are very, very happy, and you're going to get the support from us. We are actually doing the planning of Kisumu with the help of the KUP, that's the Netherlands French, which have already done a strategic plan, how we want to change the face of Kisumu. Going through, you know, Kisumu has got Nyalenda, Banpieri, all the way to the airport, and we're doing already the first phase, which is going to change and plan so that we have a beautiful beachfront and the roads that's passing in the middle there, and change how we do things, even up to the sewage, which we have the biggest sewer plant by the lake. But I also urge you, as our community who is here, and this is something I've been doing, because I've met other investors who have come to invest in land within to build and come and invest in Kisumu, that you're welcome. We're working on everything. We already have the plan of working on the water. Yeah. That's a water, piping water up there and all. And that we want to encourage and support you. And that's why I'm here. I'm actually supposed to be in Ghana. I didn't prepare to really talk much about this, but you know Kisumu is sitting as the hub of East Africa. And you know right now, the area even he's talking about is very strategically placed. We have the international airport, we have the lake region. They're really already opening. I think in 2 weeks' time I'm in Mwanza, because we are trying to see the plan of Mwanza and the hotels that Mwanza is bringing up. I also actually asked Mr. Fred that we want investors, because we are looking for a 5-star hotel in Kisumu to come up. And he said he was going to bring, because actually he's also a hotelier. So we want him to also try and see if he can bring us that 5-star hotel, so that we can have more bed capacity in Kisumu, so that we can have even conferencing and everything done in our county.
Kaya, Director of Lake Estate Agency, thank you, Fred, for having me here. And I thank Fred and Christine for creating such a development up the hill. I think you've created a benchmark for us, and there's no one person who's actually had that kind of innovation to come up and do such a thing. It's quite challenging, but I'm really proud of this kind of development. Kisumu, back in 20, 30 years ago, an acre as a realtor, I can tell you, was going for about 180,000 shillings an acre. Now it's going about 100 million shillings. So you can see the raise in capital gain already. So Riat Hills is the same thing. Right now, an acre would range between 3.5 to 4 million. But come down 20 years, you will see the range will grow probably 20 to 30 million shillings. So with the kind of development which Fred is coming up with, it's created a benchmark, it's created lifestyle, and it's created change for us.